It's
Peace and
another
blessings.
episode. That's right. This is another episode of Builddaburg News Group, and we're with another podcast this day. I'm here with my co-host Prince Lawyer. I'm your co-host Kareem Bay, and today we'll be discussing the latest politics and information that is going on within the communities. If, I don't know if y'all recently see some of the things that are going on with the current state of this nation. There's been a lot of things going on with Trump as well as other nations that's starting to come together now to try to take these off. Hold on, I'm gonna take these off. I'm ready to read some, bro. You can hear me, brother?
True indeed.
Yeah, I don't like the way it sound, my good brother.
Okay.
Excuse
True
me for the
indeed, bro.
technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
But as we were speaking about, man, there's a little bit of a lot been going on for inside the news in the media. Definitely a lot going on dealing with our current president Donald Trump, his
Mm-hmm.
administration. Um, I know you've been seeing some of the same things that I've been seeing out there, good brother.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's so much going on, man. It's really hard to really wrap your hand around everything that's taking place at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we're just gonna try to tap into a few different things that's going on within the politics, what we hear out there. Um, like I said, so much, good brother. I really don't even know where to start at. Tell you the truth.
Yeah. True indeed.
Um, I do know they're still talking about the situation with Greenland.
Mm-hmm.
We're still giving a pushback on that as well, saying he was gonna go in there, but then they're saying that he's kind of quiet up some of his stance on that, whether he's gonna enter agreement at this time. I don't know. Um, like I say, man, we dealing with a different type of guy here at this time.
True indeed, bro. Most definitely. We don't know
And
where he's going next.
it's fact, brother. Like I said, you got so much going on. It's hard to keep up with any of it. Tell you the truth, hard to keep up with it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, but then one thing it's another, man. I've been seeing so much, like I say, out there, bro. So I mean, like I say, man, it's kind of for me, man. It's kind of puzzling at this point.
Mm-hmm. I get it, bro. Most definitely, man. Very disturbing.
Yeah,
Very, very disturbing, man. Very disturbing. It kind of, it's saddening. You know, it
yeah,
really
man.
sad. It's saddening. I get it. I know where you at, brother. It's saddening because you know, it it playing such a key effect on us. You know, he making all these decisions and doing all this stuff, but it none of this stuff ain't gonna bother him.
Right.
It's gonna fall back
That's
on us, the people. You know, so
fact.
we don't know which way he going. Like you said, brother, you can't. Every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, he done did something else. You know.
Yes, sir. Exactly. You know, and I see some of the other countries starting to come together now. You know, who know what stance they're going to try to take. You
Hmm.
know, what measurement they're going to make for their own decisions for their countries and the well-being of their own people.
Hmm.
Mm. And the situation that's going on with the, I want to say the Venezuelan and dealing with that situation. There was a lot of people that were also other nations that was involved with that also. So, when you went in there and took that oil or took over that place, it's like you taking over or you stole from them people as well.
Mm-hmm.
So now they have certain stance that they have about it. And I think that Colombia made a statement. Cuba, I saw um Russia, as well as China said they were gonna back Cuba. As something would take on there with the United States. Um, so it's just a lot of different things that's going on. Look like they're trying to grab and just take whatever they can at this point, for
Mm-hmm.
their own benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's for their own benefits because I have yet to see anything that they did to help the American people in no
Mm-hmm.
form. The
Mm-hmm.
economy at its worst point. With so much going on out there, man. People are suffering. People are got there trying to figure out how they're gonna make it from one point to the next. Jobs are low. You
Mm-hmm.
know, food rising sky high,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was recently. I think Russia and Iran did a deal, so Russia now is backing Iran as well, and say if he do, the United States do come over there, cause any kind of confliction. Now Russia said they definitely were going to take part into it,
Mm-hmm.
and you see, he got a president up there who don't care, don't know what
Mm-hmm.
going on, like he's just playing game with the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like all this is just a big joke to him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I,
Mm-hmm.
I think getting off on being power scrub,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in my view.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even about to go on about the peace prize that he keep going on about. I'm so sick of hearing about it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Yeah. Like when you ever heard somebody advocating about getting an award? You know, that's something that people are going to give to you and what they see your achievements are, not
Mm-hmm.
what you think you deserve.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, of course you're gonna say, of course you're gonna say you about peace. But everything we see going on with you in the war,
yeah,
But his mind, he bringing peace to the world.
yeah,
Man, you don't see he must be cutting the TV on, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He bringing peace.
Yeah, he bringing peace to the world. All these goddamn conflicts, man. All these nations got their own backing out agreements. They don't no longer want to be in allegiance with you. You talking about you bringing peace. I thought
Yeah,
peace was one, man.
yeah,
I thought peace was been coming together, man. You way over here and they over here, you way over there. Hey, they way over there, he way over there, he talking about peace. Come on, man. Try to tell that to the people you stealing all this oil from and you taking all these resources from and see if they about peace. No, they really, you know, he want an award. So that one get me, you know. Then they say he got upset because he didn't win it. So now
Mhm.
he's saying that in return, he's not really finna retaliate
Yeah,
against the European nation. I said, boy,
yeah,
this is wild.
yeah,
He really take out his own. He really take out his own copies, man.
yeah,
He gonna break his own. He gonna shoot his own allegiance. What? He gonna fight by himself. Yeah, he gonna fight them all. That's
yeah,
gonna be true.
yeah,
Oh man,
yeah,
you got to laugh for crying, brother.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
at the end of the day, like you spoke about, and we speak, bro, it's all gonna fall back on you and I, man. You, the people,
Mhm,
people gonna suffer
mhm,
from it. You know,
mhm.
and this boy, he'll be somewhere hiding up under the damn in a basement somewhere
Yeah,
with
yeah,
with a cover over his head,
yeah.
trying to get there. He trying to escape it. He don't want to
Somebody,
face it.
somebody want peace.
He want peace.
Yeah,
Yeah, but again,
cover with it.
the people right here, he way up here. You know,
Yeah,
like peace, man. Peace is this, bro.
yeah,
His peace way up here. Yeah, he
yeah,
got to be way,
yeah,
he way up
yeah,
there, man. He's somewhere else,
yeah.
man. It's
Mm.
sad,
Yeah,
you
it
know.
is. It
So
is.
that's why I
It
say
is.
when you stop. talking about him and just dealing with him, everything he got going on. Man, it's a circus ride.
Yeah,
Mm. And the only people that got to blame is Congress. Congress got the only person that got to blame themselves.
yeah, most definitely,
Mm.
most definitely.
Not I hear him talking about striving to impeach him as well, Senate committee came together and did a ruling,
Uh-huh.
and they ruled against him to be
Mm-hmm.
impeached. Oh, however, we will see how that turned out. They're saying one thing, but then they're saying another on the other side.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And uh, I'm glad you said that because I'm beginning to think impeachment just mean eating a peach. You know what I mean?
word.
Or not eating a peach.
Okay.
Cause from my understanding, now from my understanding, I could be wrong. Obviously, I am wrong
Mm.
because every time I heard about someone getting impeached, so I thought that was a punishment. Far as impeaching, I think what we as the people think when we hear the word impeachment, I think that means you fired.
Hmm, hmm,
I think that's what the
hmm,
people think because I
hmm,
can
hmm.
clearly see that's not what it means.
Right.
So I remember when the last term he got impeached.
Hmm,
Yeah, he got impeached the last term.
hmm.
Clinton got impeached. A couple presidents got impeached actually,
Yeah.
but I never once seen none of those get impeached, leave the office.
Right.
I never seen it. So now, what does impeach mean? I guess it's like a smack on the hand or some kind of reprimand. I guess when they say impeach, I guess they saying it's some kind of reprimand for some of the action you're doing. It's like you can't do that, so to speak. It's like, oh no, you did that, so you get impeached for that right there. But it ain't actually stopping nothing. It ain't. I mean, so I guess I guess he's looking at it like eating a peach too,
Right.
or not eating a peach. Because I
Right.
mean, they saying they gonna impeach him. Yeah, true indeed. But what is that gonna do?
Right.
That's the question we ask. What is that gonna do? Because we never seen an impeachment stop anyone from being a fool. We never, we never, we never seen impeachment stop. Matter of fact, he got impeached last term. He the president again. So
A takeover, man.
you get what I mean? Like, what do this
Oh
really
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, it
I
sounds like a
mean,
bunch of hogwash.
yeah,
Sound good.
exactly, exactly,
Yeah. Bunch of
exactly.
talk.
A bunch of talk.
Yeah, it's something to threaten somebody to make somebody feel like something about to happen to them when they know it ain't.
Yeah,
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 basically is a rule to get on your get on your best behavior.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a crowd warning to
yeah,
them.
yeah,
Yeah, all right, now you better stop that. What you doing? All right, we're gonna
yeah,
impeach you.
yeah,
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 but they ain't doing
yeah,
nothing like you said for nobody.
yeah.
And that's why they say he was at the table and he was basically rebutting the impeachment, against the
Mm-hmm.
committee. And how can you rebut it? If the committee come together, they put you in the position of the president.
Uh-huh.
How do you have the ability to come in and oppose that their ruling is incorrect?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
If they the ones supposed to be ruling at the table. But that we say, man, they come up with rules that they want to come along with these rules. And it's unfortunate, but that's why when you start going into the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment of the Constitution, the laws start to veer with these bylaws, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Be able to come in and create these other narratives along the way. You know,
Uh-huh.
you, you know, like for instance, I remember one back um in the early going in latest to the 80s and even in the early the
Uh-huh.
90s. In order for a man to be shot by authority or by a petty officer, that he had to have a visual or something that would give us the indication that he had some type of weaponry or something that would warrant the officer or someone to make that determination whether they want to take a shot at him because they felt that their life might be in danger.
Uh-huh.
Fast forward today through these bylaws, all you got to do is you can just act and just think that he might have something and shoot him and still get away with it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought he had. Oh, he looked like he had
Yeah,
a
yeah,
gun,
yeah.
but you still shot him
Yeah, you
and
still
killed this
shot.
man,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But somehow now the bylaw let you get away with that. No, and times if you made that determination or that decision as an officer, and that was some measurement that you took, then therefore if you did it, you had to pay that consequence. That
Uh-huh.
that was that, yeah, that was a negligence. You neglect your position. Mm. But within the aspects of these laws in which they're starting to create, especially going into the after the 9/11 so-called attacks. Again, we say so-called attacks. I mean, we see that it clearly happened, but we know some players was involved here. All right, that's
Uh-huh.
another story. However, they was able to take these laws now and start vamping them to benefit themselves.
Uh-huh.
And this is what these other countries are starting to see now when you got the EU, where their union is now coming together, striving to stand against the United States, who's supposed to be an ally or supposed to be in allegiance with them. They're saying now, oh, these individuals here got all the power over us, and now we basically like little boys at the table, and we
Mm-hmm.
got to act master to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they are in a more minute position due to the fact they're not as big or powerful as maybe the United States in itself, they in themselves feel threatened. Hey, hold up, man! If we don't do something or come together, this guy here might come and just take ours from us too.
Mm-hmm.
So you're forcing the other nation now to have to come to the table and make certain decisions that in
Mm-hmm.
most cases they wouldn't even anticipate don't have to make themselves. They thinking that they good. They waiting on the check to come through.
Uh-huh.
And now you talking about taking and putting 10% more of tariffs on them. Yeah, yeah, like you finna make them pay even more is what you say
Uh-huh.
because they don't want to fall in line with you.
Uh-huh.
So does not look good from that position, my brother. When your allies start to go against you, and you find
Uh-huh.
yourself breaking a lot of international relationships.
Uh-huh.
They ain't easy to sit to the table after you done rob a man or you
Mm-hmm.
done stole something from him and tell him that it's okay, don't worry about it. We'll do better next time. Just
Mm-hmm.
don't work that way. But in this present administration and the individual who represent this country, and he's just a loser you ever can see one. Like
Mm-hmm.
I saw a clip out there. And I'm gonna hear the floor in this moment, good brother. I saw a clip
Mm-hmm.
out there where he's over there talking about finna go possibly in war with Iran
Mm-hmm.
and finish them off.
Mm-hmm.
And he at the table with them, and they got a committee, everybody's coming in and everything. And he's over there, hey, he's over there like they friends with you, so to speak. Like, do you know what going on, man? You know, bonding people, these people suffering, they done lost children and all type of things, and it's fun and game. Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah.
looking at him like, yeah, they looking at him like, man, what's wrong with this clown? You see what I'm saying? And when Putin come through the door, you know what I mean, a different respect. They know this boy here playing. So you really want to not. You ain't careful here. See, you might not even make it home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you over here laughing.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with him? and you can see the Saudis people and some of the other nations, they looking at each other like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what wrong with that boy? You see what I'm saying? Something really ill with him. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We really here for real about some real serious things here. And you over here playing games.
Yeah.
Like you almost like you just happy to be in the room with them. You know? See,
Ooh.
man. Yeah, so we in some trouble here for a thing right now. Man, it's prophesied, spoken about, man, it's written. You know, for those who know that also, man, it's
Yeah.
you know, it's that's why I say for us, we always say we damn if we do, we damn if we don't. You
Mm-hmm.
know, yeah, we gonna suffer regardless of whatever the outcome is
Mm-hmm.
as the people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Th- th- so then I think I saw it was a couple of African nations.
Mm-hmm.
They were speaking about revoking the U.S. visa. A lot of these countries done dismantle the U.S. dollar,
Mm-hmm.
and making it pretty rough for you when you have to go out of these places now.
Yeah.
You ain't careful.
Yeah.
And yeah, see now, don't matter how you look now. See, you the devil too. You evil,
Mm-hmm.
you wicked, you running with
Uh-huh.
them, and we don't
Uh-huh.
mess with you either.
Yeah.
You going over there with him. That's your guy, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we when
Yeah.
we when we come over, when we come back, man, you better have your helmet on. That's what they're saying to us now.
Yeah.
Hope you got your helmet on.
Yeah. 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 That's exactly what they're saying, bro. Because I mean, like you said, he coming in there tapping people on the shoulder and dapping people
Uh,
up. But everybody in the room looking at you like, man, you the bad guy. See,
how?
everybody in the room really looking at you like, man, like he what is this a joke to him?
Right.
Like, do it look like anybody in here joking?
Mm.
Do it look like I mean he coming in here like basically what they looking at like he coming in there like Debo.
You right.
Yeah, cause you laughing and joking, and you telling us we still gotta. Oh, you gotta pay us
Yeah.
this. You gotta pay me
Mhm.
this. You gotta pay me this. But you laughing and joking and dapping up and all
Yeah.
that. I
Right.
mean, everybody know when Debo come around, man. Ain't nobody really like Debo.
Right. No doubt.
You know?
That's right. Debo come to take something. He come to start someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna make mockery of someone out here.
There you go. So
Hmm.
what they really doing is they really sitting back talking amongst each other, really really plotting on the way to see how to stop all the frivolous stuff what's going on.
Hmm.
They scribing to fight back, in different ways. You got, you know, I seen the kids, some of the students in South Carolina,
Mm.
in Columbia,
Mm.
protesting, left school today, left school today, hundreds of them left out of school to protest this man.
Wow.
They protesting against his year mark inside the house,
See.
saying it's complete chaos. Man, I don't know if that's been done before. Maybe it have. I can't quite. I don't know, but I haven't heard of it myself personally that kids would come out of school.
Never
I
heard
mean,
that
would
one.
actually leave the school, walk out, or a protest, walk out of school like a protest
Mhm.
to do something like this. That's saying something, man.
Yes, it is, brother.
Because most of the time when you think about politics, you might hear about some college kids, maybe
Right. Right. Right.
interested in politics.
Right.
You don't hear about high school and middle school and kids like that. You don't hear that.
Right. No doubt,
But
my
see,
brother.
what it is you got Venezuelan. They got Venezuelan friends at school. See,
Mm.
yeah, they got Venezuelan friends at school. Cause despite what everybody think, or despite what everybody, I hope you know, despite what was put out there, you got a lot of Venezuelans over here, just like Mexicans, just
Fact. Fact.
like
Fact.
Puerto Ricans, just like Guatemalans. It's more
Absolutely.
than just Mexican. The first term you hear when you hear immigrants, the first thing you hear is Mexicans.
Word.
Yeah, they may be dominant, but it's a lot of Venezuelans over here too. I worked
Fact.
with some. I had a
Right.
lot. Matter of fact, where I had worked at, it was more Venezuelans where I had worked at than it was Mexicans.
Mm.
So you got these kids in here, and they got curriculum in school now where they teach kids Spanish automatically.
Right.
You know,
Right.
we didn't
That's
have that when we were coming up in school. We had to either take up Spanish or French.
right.
But now they actually teach you Spanish in school. Okay,
Mm.
when you get on the phone, English or Spanish. When
Hmm.
you get
Right.
instructions from something you buy from the store, English or Spanish. Everything
Mm.
you get today, it has English or Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, so I never seen Swahili. I
Right.
never seen Swahili. Every now and then you get the little pamphlets that got all the languages on there, like certain stuff you buy. But I
Right.
never seen Swahili. I never heard um English. I never when you call the banks, I never heard them say Swahili or Nigerian. I only heard Spanish or English.
Right. Right. That's the
So
yeah. Emotional
that's
language.
that's
Yeah.
the norm, right?
Right. Well,
Okay.
definitely. These in the West for sure.
Eh, So that says a lot about the economy over here. So now why would you go down and mess with those people? You get what I'm saying?
Hmm. All the time.
I mean,
They, they- right. Why? Right. I got exactly what you're saying, brother. It doesn't make sense. Why would you want to take theirs from them when they're supposed to be an ally with you and they have people of their own here also, and you do business with them as well? You know what I mean? Why do you want to break that up? You know, why do you want to destroy their civilization? You know, why you want to take away the little piece that they have with for themselves? You know, that and then not to mention the word is out, and from what is being said, is that the money that they stole from Venezuela,
mm,
they say they tracked the money and say it's in a private offshore account in Trump's so-called personal possessions. I said, what? I said, what?
yeah,
Yeah, he said he got it in here. He got it put up, tucked in a offshore. Yeah, it's his. I got to be treason all the way all across the board, man. How do you get to have the ability to then take these people monies from them, their resources, and then turn around and take the money and put it in a private account or trust for yourself? And you can distribute it how you choose to distribute it. What's wrong with you? You know, and we're gonna see, like I said, they talking about impeaching him as just as much as earlier today. I think yesterday they started to kind of speak in the committees about it. Again, like you speak about what the impeachment really would matter, or if they're even going to move forward with the impeachment. But we can clearly see this guy he's out of line. This is an incompetent person who's trying to stand in the position of the president or leader of the so-called New World. Right? He's a disgrace at this
yeah,
point.
yeah.
And we're not even going to get started about the state of the nation, right? This is what this podcast is always wrapped around, the state of the nation. We don't want to even
hmm
begin to go there. All
hmm
right. people are struggling and hurting and more financially screwed than they ever been.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at one point, you did. Most Americans, it's fair to say, because everybody living from paycheck to paycheck in most cases, that you still will find your little edge some way. If you want but a little 20 or $50 at the end of some place where you can have a little something for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but not even a little extra that normally come through, or you can scrabble up out here off a side hustle or something. I saw that too. They finna tax people for who doing this side hustle. But now, if you're a little regular, little small, little business, or you're a person small that trying to do a small sole proprietorship and just trying to do a little business for yourself to make a little ends meet. He's saying now that you can't do that type of business, and if you is, you got to pay him now. You know, I'm talking about every little thing that one was trying to do just to find a little way to survive and have a little bit more for his family. It's trying to take away them liberties from you also today. And this here joker got the nerve to take the money and put it in a private account someplace where nobody can touch it but him and his people.
Well, I tell you,
And this is
that's
what we
sad.
dealing with. Yeah,
That's
man.
sad.
It really is, brother. It really is. You know, that's why I say the state of what was going on, there's so much happening right now. It's hard to keep up with it all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
And
hard.
like it don't look good for the people.
Nah.
Because, because what he's doing is he's breaking 100 200-year relationships. You break them at the table in 1 second. And we don't even want to get on why the Congress haven't even signed off on the so-called Big Beautiful Bill.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even want to talk about that. They try to
Mm-hmm.
hide and keep that up under the cover.
Mm-hmm.
That really gonna make the people flip off then when they find out what the hell this boy he done.
Mm-hmm.
Right? See, and really every now and again you'll hear him talk about it, or you'll hear him say something about it. The last thing I heard is he said the president stated that if the Congress didn't pass the big beautiful bill, didn't sign off on it, then we all screwed, is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now he didn't go to the etymology or go to the root of why he made the statement.
Mm-hmm.
Because for him, he want to make it appear that, oh, they are the reason why things are the way that they is.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said, oh, they need to pass the bill. If we don't pass the bill, they're screwed. I don't know why they need to get on Congress. That's what he basically tried to get the American people to do by pushing them. But he
Mm-hmm.
won't tell them why Congress is stalemated right now and why they're stagnant in a position where they can't make a move. Mm. See, he didn't tell the people that the taxes and the thrifts or whatever you call it, the term they use, um, with that, he himself done ruined that type of international trade or that trade agreement at the table. He done
Mm-hmm.
breached that contract by striving to charge these other countries these extra taxes on um, these trade agreements that is unlawful.
Mm-hmm.
He got unlawful trade agreements and law that he's trying to pose on these people that's unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's over there
Mm-hmm.
trying to get 50% out of India when the treaty states they don't supposed to get the 23%.
Mm-hmm.
But because you feel like they deserve to give you this, or because you mad at them about something, you say, hey, either 50% or we ain't dealing with you no more. But that's treason. You don't
Yeah.
you violating.
Yeah.
So by trying to pose this thrift or this tax on these people that the law has been already drawn in blueprint
Mm-hmm.
that you cannot go over this percentage. You can't go over this red. It got
Mm-hmm.
a cap on it.
Mm-hmm.
But because you don't like the individual you're talking to, because he ain't moving how
Mm-hmm.
you want him to move,
Yeah.
I tell you what, you want the 50% for you.
Okay. So we have a 10%.
So right. So once these nations as well as the Congress saw what was opposed on them and they started getting these petitions from the other countries,
Mm-hmm.
they realized that over 220 something countries could be in a position where the United States government owe each one of them $1 trillion apiece.
Uh-huh.
And they already $38 trillion in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
So Congress at the table, like, oh, what do we do? We know we can't, if we don't sign this bill, then we're gonna have to pay 200 something $1 trillion to the other nations to try to make good with them for basically violating the treaty agreements and the trade agreements that we have with you.
Mm-hmm.
But if we go with him, then we break our own law.
Mm-hmm.
Would not put us in treaty. Because now we signed off on this. We
Mm-hmm.
basically saying that we knew it was unconstitutional, it wasn't right,
Mm-hmm.
and it's against the law,
Uh-huh.
but we still gonna sign off on it. If you want to say lawfully, or we
Uh-huh.
might well say unrighteously,
Uh-huh.
to please the guy who put him who got him jammed up.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he's at the table laughing. Oh, you gotta pass the bill.
Uh-huh.
So you basically saying now that you want them to supersede the law and what's right to
Uh-huh.
please you and your ego to make sure you filling up your pockets.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't do it, then your country could be suffering eternally.
Uh-huh.
Mm. So you got them jammed up pretty good there, my good brother.
Oh yeah. They just said they just said the Air Force One uh they was headed for Davos. They were headed for Davos, Switzerland.
Mm,
Um and the Air Force One had to turn around because
mm,
some electrical issues.
mm, hmm,
I
hmm,
mean, I
hmm,
find that kind of strange.
hmm.
I find that very strange that you never hear anything about Air Force One having no kind of issue.
No question, my brother.
You got to understand, man. Air Force One,
Mm-hmm.
that's a different type of situation right there. That is supposedly, well, we know for sure it's the best airplane in America. We know that. We know that part.
Right, right, right.
Supposedly the best airplane in the world.
Yeah, truthfully.
I mean,
Right.
supposedly with the highest technology. I mean, it even got weaponry on it.
Mm,
Weaponry. You know what I mean? It got things on it that you wouldn't think that kind of plane would have on it.
right.
It's equipped. I tell you what, it's equipped to make it through. It's equipped to make it through some things that some of that army airplanes can't make it through.
Mm,
Now, now all of a sudden, he had to turn around, and this got something to do with the Greenland and Switzerland. And all this got something to do with the Greenland and all this stuff. So supposedly he's supposed to be back on his way off now, but just a couple hours back here or something, he had to turn around. Electrical issue.
mm. See? Hmm. Metrics.
Now, who we don't know. I don't. I mean, we don't know what's going on with it. We
Right.
don't know. We don't know that about what's going on with that or none of that. But we do know that's kind of strange.
Absolutely. And they check them plane before they leave out of there. They check everything fully equipped. You got
Exactly.
the best that the world can offer. Supposed to be deal with that
That's strange.
situation.
There
They're
you go.
very
That's
strange.
strange. That's strange. So you
Especially
making
considering
enemies. You know that go back to what you said. You making enemies. All
Mhm.
over the world, and you don't know how that. What can happen, man. You gotta be careful with how you dealing with these people, man. That's why. That's the whole reason for peace treaties.
That's right.
Peace treaties.
Right.
That's the reason for
Right.
tariffs. See what I see. What he doing? He actually handling the U.S. Economy as though it's a business.
Yes, right. Fact, which it is.
He using business strategies
Mm-hmm.
because I went to school for business, so I know the terminology, and I know the protocol, and I know the ins and outs of how you use business strategies dealing with taking over. Okay, like if I was a corporation and I was looking to take over your corporation, I would merge in, and then I get you from the inside out, and then I start implementing all kind of crazy, like you said, crazy taxes on you for doing certain services, which will just put you in a position of owing me, or
Mm-hmm.
put you in a position where you're in debt to me.
Right.
Once I get you in a situation of being in debt to me, then I can now overtake your throne, or I can now overtake your corporation.
Mm-hmm.
I can now take what you want to call a hostile takeover.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's what you want to call staking a claim. So
Mm-hmm.
what he's doing is he utilizing his power as being the head over this country, and he utilizing in a business tactic. He
Mm-hmm.
operating on it because he ran businesses. He's a business
Mm-hmm.
mogul.
Right.
Now that he may be good at,
Right.
but it's a difference in business strategies and the strategies on how you deal with peace treaties and things that you agreed to that will keep the peace between countries. When you're dealing with that, that's a whole different.
Right.
That's not the same.
Absolutely.
That's
Facts.
not the same. You gotta honor
Facts.
these things are supposed to be honored.
Mm.
Now, like the brother say, now not only are you actually going taking stuff from people that are not our allies, but now you telling our allies that like they got something to do with you not being able to get Greenland. You saying if you don't get Greenland, they gonna pay.
See?
Like, what you mean we gonna pay? What did you talk? We ain't got nothing to do with that. What you mean we gonna pay? Cause you so what? So basically, what you telling us is we better call them and tell them. But what you want us to do, you want all us to call them and tell them, man, y'all better sell to him. So now
Right.
what you doing is now you scribing to blackball us,
Mm-hmm.
debo us into
Mm-hmm.
Debo and them with you,
Right.
but for you.
Right.
That so all these strategies you using, once again, all this ties back to a business aspect of things. It
Right.
ties into the aspect of corporations and mergers and things of this nature. That's totally different from the American
Mm-hmm.
economy.
No
You
doubt.
know, tariffs, goods and services, rental services, import, export. That's not the same as running a business.
Right. Facts.
So maybe somebody need to let him know now. Cause see, in the business world, that's why I know that's what he's doing. Because in the business world, all these undercutting things, they're legal, they're lawful, they what you call accepted.
Right.
In the business world, it's made the best man win in the business world.
Mm. Right.
But you dealing with the American people as though this a business.
Right. Right.
You're not.
Exactly.
It's not adding up. What you striving to do, it's just
Yeah.
not working.
No doubt, bro.
It's not working at this point.
Facts.
It causing
But
mass chaos. It causing mass chaos, and it may very well cause mass destruction.
for sure. For sure. That's what they actually. That's what they. A lot of people screaming about World War III. Um, we see a lot of things that's taking on right now that could lead to, you know what I'm saying, world wars and other nations coming together now to fight with this whole nuclear warfare, nuclear war tactics and strategies that they're trying to use now to basically seize control over the planet. You know, and a lot of, we haven't even begun to speak about China and what they hold and the thing that they have going on for us, how advanced they are in their systems that they have there. They just came out with um weaponry tree as well, showing some of the things that they have in display, and they're also, like you say, preparing for an attack.
Mm-hmm.
They also, stated that whatever situation Russia get involved with, they're involved with. So there's a lot going on at this time. I saw that our administration also took one of our ships and put it into the Middle East there, threatened to point it at our Iran to, I guess, whether he trying to show them that he knew he about business or what. That one of the measurements that he took. So Russia came right back soon as that happened, and they had a emergency meeting with Iran and stated that if anything was to go down, that they're there to help assist them against the United States and NATO. Mm. But right now that we speaking about, NATO right now is at the table trying to figure out what side they on.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know they don't know what direction they want to take.
Mm-hmm.
They thought they were running with the United States, but then they find out now that the United States care nothing about them.
Mm-hmm.
Them, their families, all in their resources.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a guy who's over here taking people's stuff from them and putting in his own personal account, walking around as a true gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yanking people for their things. Like you say, Debo, running
Mm-hmm.
around in the neighborhoods, taking and stealing and putting his weight up against everybody. That they better not say nothing. Give him what he wants. So I would hope that the American people start to take a stance and understand the significance of what's going on at this time. We
Mm-hmm.
already got enough issues going on, as we say, just with the current state of the nation and what the
Mm-hmm.
world is now faced with.
Mm-hmm.
We can't afford no wars at this point, considering the circumstances that we all are left with within this
Mm-hmm.
country.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us just trying to
Mm-hmm.
get back from COVID.
Yeah. Indeed.
But brother, if you have anything you want to say before we wrap it up, my dear brother, you can. To the end of the
Uh,
presentation.
man. Uh, like I said, man. It's kind of I just find it ironic that he's doing all these things, and once again, they go back to what you said. You got to blame the Congress because for him to be allowed to do all these things, it shows you just how weak of a Congress we have.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you that they're not, they don't care either. Either they don't
Indeed.
care, or either they don't care, or they in cahoots or something. Because I mean, a lot of these things could be voted out by the Congress. But like you said, they saying they gonna do impeachment, so we'll find out how that go. As for right now, we see what's going on, man. And I want to tell the world, man. Uh, I'm so sorry for us, sorry for y'all, man, that we gotta be represented in such a way. And I advise everyone to stay away from the trips right now. Stay
Hmm.
away from these countries right now, man, because I don't think it's safe for us right now, man.
No question.
I don't think it's safe in the rest of the world for us, man. So I advise you all, man, to stay away from these countries right now, man. I mean, it seemed like, I was gonna say go certain places, but I don't think it's nowhere safe for Americans right now, man. Nowhere.
Right. No doubt.
Maybe I mean, I think what about the only place I ain't heard that from is Australia.
Sure. And you got
You
them
better
on
go.
the chokehold.
You you you, you better go to right now. It's so cold. You don't want to go to Antarctica or the Arctic. So they're about the only places you can go.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say to the people, man. Like
Right, too,
don't go
brother.
on no trips right now, man.
Yeah, most definitely, brother. Yeah, the people definitely want to be extra careful. You understand that this country here is built with every nationality of people in it. So you already have a lot of your enemies, if there be enemies already amongst us, amongst you. All right. So we have to take very precautious about the way we move in society today, especially like the brother just manifested when we going out and traveling to other parts of the world. Right. You might not find yourself coming back if you're not careful. Right. The state of condition of how things are, because these people now are mixed in between and what they have to suffer with their own families and what their family had to suffer from some of these acts that these individuals are taking. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just said that where he took the seventh all tank a tanker. Um and you can see he's laughing by taking these people oil and taking these people goods from them. And we have to keep in mind that a lot of these nations that had deals with Venezuela, they already had money in reserves for this oil.
Mm-hmm.
So when you took that oil, you also took these people monies away from them who already invested into this oil with these other countries, right? But he's laughing, and then he even made a statement about, oh, they're protesting, don't mean anything. Like basically, I took it, and what you gonna do about it? You
Mm-hmm.
know? And
Mm-hmm.
that's wicked. That's evil. You know? Who do you think you can go and just take somebody else's goods from them like you somebody?
Mm-hmm.
And we know the universe give a karma.
Uh-huh.
You know? So if we know that we speak, America know what we know. And America bow on his knees to God and ask for his forgiveness.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of a thing that turned to this country and turned to this nation that is definitely frightening, to say the least.
Uh-huh.
This place
Mm-hmm.
is supposed to be destroyed with fire and brimstone, is what it's written.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That a war between good and evil will collide in that last day on this land.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. So while this guy here is doing the things he's doing, he's also making it detrimental to the people as well as the national security of this country. While he say he's trying to preserve the national security, look like you over there trying to take somebody's stuff from them and justify in the name of national security. Because
Mm-hmm.
you got ICE on the street right now torching the American people.
Mm-hmm.
They have been proven to be a terrorist group inside
Mm-hmm.
of this country.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have other things you're doing, like you say, in other places where you just taking things from them. You're taking the pharmaceutical drugs from some of these other
Uh-huh.
countries that you probably deals with. No, you stealing.
Mm-hmm.
You're robbing in the name of goods.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't nothing good about anything that you're doing.
No, it ain't.
Mhm. Yeah, we all want to have more. If nobody else don't want to have more, we want to have more. I mean, people who look like us.
True
We don't,
indeed.
but we don't be even running around just taking somebody else's stuff. I mean, we see a lot of people around us who we know stole things from us as a
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
But we ain't going around lynching nobody and taking nobody's stuff. Say, hey, they don't want to put us in the slave trade. They stole our land from us. So
Mm-hmm.
we finna go hinch them down. We
Mm-hmm.
finna take something back from them.
Mm-hmm.
Because even in the midst of that, we know that's a situation that happened, but it's unrighteous to be able to push that on everybody, push that on these people because of what their forefathers and mothers may have done to us.
Yeah.
Right. And you go right here in front of us, stealing the people all, you're right in front of the face of the whole world, and you around boasting and bragging about how you did it and what else you're gonna do afterwards.
Mm.
So it's sad, So I hope the people everyone who listening out here, please become more aware, become more alarming to what's taking place here at this time. Um, if you all want to be a better society, it'll be wise for us to come together and understand that we must put down some of this wickedry and some of this thievery and running around the world striving to destroy and kill off everybody else in the name of politics or of we
Mm-hmm.
refer to, as what they were labeled as business. Uh, and ain't nothing business about that when you're going taking somebody's stuff from them.
Nah, ain't no
You
business.
know, no, that's unlawful, man. That's unrighteous.
Yeah, it
It's a
is.
God law.
Yeah, it is.
You don't steal another man goods from him because you want it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then he put it. Then what got us is that he got it supposed to be in a private account.
Mm-hmm.
He got in a private trust. Offshore. Big boy. Can't mess with old
That's
fire,
fine.
man.
Dang.
Yeah, man. That ain't a takeover. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm. So,
Definitely.
if you got any
Mm.
last final thoughts, my brother, you can give us your last final thoughts, good brother, before we charm out of here.
Man, hey, peace to everyone. It's like I said, man. I'm at a loss for words, right now.
Mm,
Unfortunately, man, just because of how sickening this is, and the current state of a nation, man. It's
mm.
bad. It's just bad, man.
Sure. Mm-hmm. That's right. But through God's and through the Most High's willing, and we will find a way to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You we do thank everyone for tuning in. At another episode of our podcast. This is Builddaburg News Group, State of the Nation. I'm your
Mm-hmm.
host, Kareem Bay, along with my co-host, Prince Lawyer Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Do do thank you all for tuning in. We'll continue to bring you more episodes the current state of this nation. We do ask that everyone continues to stay at peace, continue to do righteous things, and continue to keep God in your heart through it all.
Mm-hmm.
I do thank you as well, my brother, for tuning in with me, man. It's always an honor to have you as my host. Um,
Indeed.
hopefully we can do this again here in the very near future, my brother.
True indeed, brother.
I do
I
thank you
definitely,
again
I
for
definitely,
tuning in.
definitely appreciate it, my brother. Same here, brother. Same here.
No question, my good brother. As well as you all, if you haven't, please share the content. Try to get this information out to many people you can get it to. We think it's
Mm-hmm.
evident that people be aware of what's going on. A lot of times inside of the media, they put out a lot of propaganda, so a lot of time we don't be able to get the media information and more factual information of things that's actually going on. So we, my co-host, try to do is try to go in and do extensive research, look into these things here, and try to come up with a positive is something that's factual,
Mm-hmm.
opposed to things that may be of theory, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but again, we do thank you all for tuning in, and it's another tuning in for another episode. And again, I'm
Mm-hmm.
your host, Kareem Bay, along with my co-host Prince Bay. I send my peace and love out to you, my dear brother.
True indeed. Peace and love
Until
to you
next
too,
time.
bro.
Indeed, good brother. Peace to you now.